was one of those pretty and charming girls born as though fate had over her into a family of clerks. She had no married fortune, no expectation, no means of getting known, understood, loved, and wedded by a man of wealth and distinction. And she left herself be married off to little clerk in the Ministry of Public Instruction. She dressed plainly, but she was unhappy, as if she has fallen from higher station. Matilda suffered endlessly, feeling herself born to enjoy every delicacy and luxury. She suffered from the poorness of her house, furniture, all those things of which other women of her rank would not even have been aware, tormented, and insulated her. The sight of the little Britain girl who came to do the work in her house across heartbroken regrets. This dream in her mind. She imagined silent rivers, every with oriental tapestry, lit by torches in the lofty brown socket, with two tall footmen in a knee breeches, sleeping in large armchairs, overcome by the heavy warmth of the stove. She imagined vast salon hung with antique sink, exquisite pieces of furniture supporting the priceless ornaments, created just for little parties for intimate friends, men who were famous and sought after, whose homage rose every other woman's envious longing. If only I was rich. Ha ha, the good soup. What could be better? She imagined the delicate meal, climbing silver, tipsy of the dining cabinets containing priceless consciousness and of the little cohorts, premium reception rooms, made from chatting at 5 o'clock with intimate friends, with men famous and sought after, whom all women's envy and whose attention they all desire. To be charming, to be desired, to be wildly attractive, and she sought after an old school friend whom she refused to visit because she suffered so keenly. When she returned home, seeing her rich friend made her hate her situation even more, with grief, regret, despair, and misery. Until one evening, there's something for you. The Minister of Education midst of the fair forest, and she thought of delicious dishes served on marvelous plate, and of the whispered gallantries of which you listen with a spring-like smile while you are eating the pink meat of a trout or the wings of the quail. She had no crown, no jewels, nothing, and she loved nothing but that. She felt made from that she would like so much to please, to be unveiled, to be charming, to be shout after. She had a friend, a former schoolmate at the convent, who was rich and whom she did not like to go to see any more, because she felt so sad when she came home. But one evening, her husband reached at home with a triumphant. The Minister of Public Instruction and Madame George Rampenier request the honor of M. and Madame Lysel company at the palace of the ministry on Monday evening of 80th of January. Instead of being delighted as her husband had hoped, she threw the invitation on the table closely, muttering, "What do you wish me to do with that?" "Why, my dear, I thought you would be glad. You never go out, and this is such a fine opportunity." She looked at him an irritated glance, and she said impatiently, "What's the matter? What's the matter?" He answered, "Nothing, only I have no go, and therefore I can't go to this ball. Give your card to some college whose wife is better equipped than I am. Come, let's see. What is it? How much would I cost a suitable gown with you?" But he said, "Very well, I will give you 400 francs and try to have a pretty gown." The day of the ball, junior of Madame d.Bsed, she said, uneasy, anxious. Her franc was ready. However, her husband said to her one evening, "What's the matter? Come, you have seemed very quiet these last 3 days." And she answered, "You might wear natural flowers," said her husband. "They're very stylish at this time of year. For, for 10 francs, you can get 2 or 3 magnificent roses." "How stupid you are," her husband cried. "Go look up your friends, Madame Foister, and ask her to lend you some jewels. You're intimate enough with her to do that." So, first some bracelet, then a pair of necklace, then a Britannia gold cross set of precious stone of admirable workmanship. She tried on the ornaments before the mirror, hesitated, and could not make up her mind to part with them, to give them back. She kept asking. Suddenly, she covered in a black satin box a super diamond necklace, and her heart throbbed with an immoderate desire. Her hands trembled as she took it. She fastened it round throat, outside her eye necklace, and she lost in ecstasy at her reflection in the mirror. The night of the ball arrived. Mademoiselle was a great success. She was prettier than any woman present, elegant, graceful, smiling well with joy. All the men looked at her, asked her name, shouted to be introduced. All the attaches of cabinet wished to waltz with her. She was remarked by the minister himself. She danced with capture, with passion, intoxicated by pleasure, forgetting all in the triumphs of her beauty, in the glory of her success, in short, of clouds happiness, comprised of all homage, admiration, awake desire, and of that sense of triumphs which is so sweet to woman's heart. She left the ball about 4 o'clock in the morning. Her husband had been sleeping since midnight in a little deserted anteroom with 3 other gentlemen whose wolves were enjoying the ball. Lisa held her back, saying, "But if you will catch cold outside, I will call a cab." But she did not listen to him, and rapidly descended the stairs. When they reached the street, they could not find carriage and began to look for one, shouting after the cabman passing at a distance. They went toward the scene in despair, shivering with cold. At last they found one of those ancient night cabs with, as such they were ashamed to show their chauvinists during the day, are never seen round Paris until after that. I took them to their dwelling in the Rue des Martyrs, and sadly they mounted the stairs to their flat. All was ended for her. As to him, he reflected that he must be at the ministry at 10 o'clock that morning. I've lost Madame Foister's necklace," she cried. They looked among the folds of her skirt, of her cloak, in her pockets, everywhere, but did not find it. "You're sure you had it on when you left the ball?" he asked. "Yes, I felt it in the vestibule of the minister's house." "But if you had lost it in the street, we should have heard it fall. Maybe in the cab." "Yes, probably." "Did you take its number?" "No." "And you? Didn't you notice it?" "No." That really gave us to turn around. She wrote at his dictation. By the end of the weekday, had lost all hopes. We must consider replacing that necklace. Next day, took the box which had held the necklace, and went to the jeweler's whose name was inside. He consulted his book. "It was not I, madam, who sold the necklace." Searching for another necklace like the first, consulting their memories. Both ill with armors and anguish of mind. At last, in a shop at the Palais Royal, they found a string of diamonds which seemed to them exactly like the one they were looking for. It was worth 40,000 francs. They could have it for 36. They begged the jeweler not to sell it for 3 days, and they arranged the matters on the understanding that it would be taken back for 34,000 francs to him by his father. He had intended to borrow the rest. He did borrow it, getting 1,000 from one man. He gave notes of hand, entering into ruinous agreement, did business with usurer and the whole tribes of money lender. He mortgaged the whole remaining years of his existence. He is his signature without even knowing if he could honor it, and see a field at the argosies face of the future. At the black misery about to fall upon him, at the prospect of every possible physical provision, he went to get the new necklace and put down upon the jeweler's counter 36,000 francs. Madame Loisel took back the necklace to Madame Foister. "You ought to have brought it back. You might have needed it." she did not ask friend had fared often the case. What would she have thought? What would she have said? Would she not have taken her for a thief? Madame Loisel knew the horrible existence of the needy. From the very first she played her part oracally. She would flee it. The servants was dismissed. They changed their flat. They took a garret under the roof. I need to sacrifice a lot just to pay all the debts. She came to know the every word of the house, the eightfold duties of the kitchen. She was the plates, wearing out her fingernails on the coast pottery, and the bottom of the pans, and hung them out to dry on a string. Every morning she took the dashbeam down into the street and carried up the water, stopping on each landing to get her breath, and clad like a poor woman, she went to the fruitier, to the voucher, haggling, insulated for every venture a penny for the money. Every man notes us to be paid off, other than new time gain. Her husband worked in the evening at putting straight a merchant account, and often at night he did copying of 2 pence a penny a page. And this life lasts 10 years. At the end of the years, everything was paid off. Everything the use of superimposed interest. At last, it's all done. Madame Loisel looked old now. She had become like all the other strong, hardcore women of poor household. Her hair was badly done. Her skirts were hairy. Her hands were red. She spoke in a shrill voice, and the water sloped all over the floor. But sometimes, when her husband was at the office, she sat down by the window of the ball, of which she had been so beautiful and so much admired. The other did not recognize her, and I was surprised at being addressed by a poor but you must be making a mistake. No, I am Matilde Lucel. Oh, my poor Matilde, how you have changed. Yes, I've had a pretty hard life since I last saw you, and great poverty, and that's all because of you. Of me? How so? Remember the diamond necklace you lent me for the ball at the ministry? Yes, well, how could you? I lost it. I brought you another one just like it. And for the last 10 years, we have been paying for it. Realize it wasn't easy for us. You have no money? Well, it paid for at last, and I am glad in that. You say you brought a diamond necklace to replace my mine? Yes, you hadn't noticed it. They were very much alike. Oh, my dear Matilde. But my necklace was an imitation. It was worth at the very most 500 francs.